Hello, so this is our first online training session. Some of you are kind of shut in over the coronavirus and you maybe still like to train, and I'm going to do some things you can do and demonstrate and talk about it. Some things you can do at home without extra equipment. So those of you who would have otherwise been here for Saturday class, we're going to get into some stuff that you can do with your sticks to train, and also without a partner. So you won't need any special equipment. All right, so getting right down to it, we're going to start with your warm-up. We do Awanika with tick. I like to move it around. And then, of course, we'll do our arcos forward and back. And I want you to take your time with these. And even though I'm doing a short version of it, do each one for about a minute, minute and a half. Okay, forward 3, coming back 3. And then you can do alternating, one forward, one goes back. Do that for about 5 or so minutes. Get you loosened up. You want your wrists to be loose and warmed up, your elbows, your shoulders. You can even do some body twisting, loosen up your back. I like to grab these sticks and even do this. Just forward bend, and then bending back, working your spine. And then we start right in with footwork. And we'll do variations of triangular footwork. So I'll just hold my sticks, or you can lay them on the floor in a triangle form. I'm just gonna hold it. And we'll start doing forward triangle. First with a half commitment step with the rear foot. All right. Then I'm adding in step across. And after about a minute or two, you can step across and complete the triangle. Okay. Then from here, you can go to diamond step. And you can then start adding in light hits, icus. All right, going here. You can vary how you do the hits as well. Notice I might step with the backhand here, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand. Or I might step with a forehand, backhand with the right hand, and then a left forehand, left backhand. So you can change the timing and just see how it feels. Gets all your body moving. All right. And now, with this same forward triangle, we start, and mind you, everything I'm showing, do it for several minutes and just get the, take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Just go slowly, all right? Step, step, be precise. Get to where you don't have to look down at your feet and you know where you're stepping. And then we start doing heaven 6 on a triangle. And then you start doing it on reverse triangle. This is all part of your warm-up. Then we'll lay one stick down and I'll start doing steps on the same triangle, but then pivoting out. Hakpam Paiwas. So step, pivot out. This is as the opponent's rushing in and you're getting out of the way. You might deflect. So you got Hakpam Paiwas. And here I might do roof, 1, 2. I like that one a lot. And then if he's coming in with an angle 2, you got to visualize it. This is a nice, training by yourself is a great opportunity to visualize what an imaginary opponent is doing to create realism. It gives you a bit more aliveness in how you train. And so from here, and again, it's not just standing here like this, but start from this. Start with moving your feet and your stick is weaving. And then from here, I start doing umbrella, 2, 1. I can even make it a power 1. So I've got both directions. Roof, 1, step through, boom. Power backhand, and then here again, and then it's umbrella. Notice what I did too. I had a lead here. I brought this foot back, boom. And I'm stepping forward to the left. Here, umbrella, 2, 1. All right? So you can work that a while too. And so what we're going to start with is combinations with the single stick moving forward. And then we do the same thing coming back. So from here, I'm going to distinguish between closed and open. In closed, I'm going to open with either a feint, a redondo, or a backhand. All right, those are the three main ones. And also there's a Paquita Tircia angle 1. But let's start with the redondo. So from here, I'm going to go redondo, 2, umbrella, boom, power backhand. And that might be as far as I can move in a room. So I'll turn around and do the same thing other direction. I'm here, and then you start to bring this aliveness into your stance. You do redondo, 2, umbrella, and then power backhand. Then I change hands, and this is the thing that none of us do enough of this, is doing left-handed if we're right-handed. So it's a great, this is a great opportunity. Solo training is a great opportunity to make a project out of developing your other arm, your other hand to fight with. So from here, now I'm in closed position, and I'm, again, this snaky stick kind of motion, moving my feet, and then I'm watching my live hand is here. Now I'm going to go redondo, backhand, umbrella, and then notice it here, this hand comes to the form as I step. Boom, and it gives me that follow through all the way to there for the finishing shot. And then I go here, go in the other direction, redondo, 2, umbrella, boom, power shot to finish. Okay, so do that one for about 5 minutes, and then we'll move forward to the next one. All right, so now we're gonna go to an open structure where I can go feint, roof. All right, this is going to open me up to do a 1, 2, thrust, 1. All right. So from here, I'm going from this position. I'm feint, roof, 1, 2, thrust, and 1. Off of that thrust though, if you withdraw and he happens to be hitting, this is where you use your imagination. I thrust, I can raise to another roof and then hit. So one thing that's key here is to keep the stick in play, and in the midst of this, you might throw up a roof or throw up an umbrella and then follow up attack. You don't necessarily have to go through with just attack. Always insert those variables. All right, so I'm here, and I'm going to use I would have come in with a redondo, but I feint and he throws a 1. So boom, I'm out of the way, I do my roof. Okay, then you got 1, 2, then I'm stepping, big step forward, thrust, and then a 1. Then we do left hand. This is where things get a little harder, a little more awkward from here. Feint, roof, step, step, thrust, and then you can follow through. All right. One thing that might happen is off of any thrust, just ready to raise it up and then hit off of that. In fact, let's make that adjustment now. So we're here, now I'm feinting, roof, 1, 2, thrust, roof, into a 1. Because my stick is forward, it comes up, and then I hit off of that. You've done your open combinations out on the floor, moving with the stick, you're throwing up roof blocks and 1s. Now we're gonna do a middle range drill sombrata. I'll show you how you can do it by yourself. It just has to do with visualizing what the other person will be doing. This really improves your memory of the drill itself by not having an opponent or a partner that is doing these things, the stimuli that brings out your response. You're actually creating all of that in your head as you train. So I'm here, and I go, he threw a 1. I throw a roof block up, and I'm checking it because I'm at middle range. And then I feed a 1, he does an inside sweep. Notice the position of my stick. It's right there for a drop stick. My right foot steps back. I'm in position to thrust. He does a wing block to block it. His stick is over his left shoulder, ready to throw an angle 2 at my head. So I step this way away from the incoming 2, and I do an umbrella while I check his hand. Stepping with my left foot. Now I pat this down and pull back. It's my turn to do a 1. He's set with his stick down to throw it up to a roof block. He does that. My stick is forward. I just missed the 1 because he roof blocked it. He throws a 1. I inside sweep it and check. My stick is under my arm, ready to do a low backhand. He's got his stick up here where I'm checking. He's going to drop it into a drop stick. All right. Feeds it through, and now he drew his stick back and his right foot back, and he's ready to throw a thrust to my midsection. My stick just went through off of his drop stick, and I do a wing block. This is over my shoulder, and now I'm ready to come back with a backhand, and he does his umbrella to check it. He pats mine down, and then we're back at the beginning again. So you do it slowly like that in the beginning, and then you pick up speed a little bit. Now he throws the 1, roof, 1, drop stick, thrust, umbrella. Now I do the 1, he does the roof. Inside sweep, he does the drop stick, wing block, backhand to his umbrella, and then we're back at the beginning. And it just keeps going like that. Here, there. Okay? And then you can add speed, or you can keep it slow and keep moving around. This also gives you the chance to be mindful of your footwork. All right, and then if you get it down to where that's really good and smooth, and you don't have to think about it anymore, then you can add disarms. You're disarming, a ghost, but you're getting good training. So he throws the 1, and here, boom, snake, break the grip. Give him back his stick, boom, inside sweep, drop stick, outside snake. All right. Boom. Hit. Starting again. Roof block, inside sweep, drop stick, wing block, umbrella, grab, circular disarm. Now I've got his stick in my hand, and I follow up, having 6. All right. Now if we go to the other side, where again I do roof block, boom, boom. He does the wing block, I do umbrella. I hit, he does his roof. Inside sweep, drop stick, wing block here. Now I grab his stick and a strip. I'm grabbing it, and I just did this wing block against his low forehand, his thrust actually. Low forehand thrust, and I grab the wrist, slide to the stick, and break away this way. It entails a whole other level of fluency and familiarity if you can do this with the correct motions and you don't even have a person there. That really says that you know exactly where you're supposed to be, irrespective of where the other person is, or if there's even a person there at all. So yeah, practice that sombrada. This is a great chance while you're working alone to master it. Or another idea, if you're quarantined with someone else, you can teach them sombrada, and then you'll have a partner, but you'll also be better at the drill, because the best way to really learn something is when you have to teach it. Imagine showing someone who, if you're bored, and moving around helps, because even if sitting and playing video games or whatever, surfing the internet, you get kind of restless because you're using your brain, but you're not using your body. And so this gives you and whoever else you're cooped up with a chance to do something physical, something safe, something useful, and you might even have a new training partner out of it. So here's the last segment of our training. And anything I'm showing, like the previous one, the sombrada, again, do it for about 15 minutes. Get some good practice. Keep some water on hand and drink, and come back and do it some more. Then we're back to 2 sticks, and for today, we're gonna finish with some Sinawali patterns, and we're gonna see if we can string them together, all right? So from here, I'm gonna go through just a mental list. I may even skip a couple, we'll see which ones come to mind. There's about a dozen or so that are pretty straight, forward and commonly done, that we do at least. We do quite a few Sinawalis compared to a lot of systems. So from here, we start with having 6. And what I do is I do it right and left. And then I go heaven and earth. You can do as much footwork as you want to, or just leaning and turning. There's benefit to either one. For speed's sake, you can just stay where you are and just lean and turn. But if you wanted to step, that's cool too. You can certainly, I'm always an advocate of using your legs if you want to move around. Then we go earth 6. Then we go umbrella 6 right side, umbrella 6 left side. Then we do open 6 right side, open left side. No cross 6. Then we do 5 count, which is adding an oblique tick to heaven 6. Then we had 4 count, which is like heaven 6 with a lob tick reset. But I'm back on this side again. So then I'll do heaven 6 to get over to this side, and then I'll do the 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can keep repeating on this side if I wanted to, but I'd keep resetting with a lob tick. Then we go to 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then under the shoulder. 5, 6. Wait, now in the middle of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6. Pull back. 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. There is Icus. You go right into 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do that one. One thing I like to do is add Icus in between each of them as a reset. All right? So I can do heaven 6, then Icus, boom, 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 boom. And then I can do heaven and earth, and then Icus. Then I can do open 6, right? Then I can do no cross 6, and then Icus. Okay, so here's a list, and we pretty much covered those. I'll do them once more, but heaven 6, then go to heaven and earth, earth 6, open 6, umbrella 6, no cross 6. You got your 8 count, that's the long one. Icus, you can put that in between each of these, which is a nice reset if you want, or just leave it by itself. 4 count is heaven 6 with just a lob tick reset. 5 count is heaven 6 with an oblique tick. And then the dreaded reverse heaven 6. All right. You can make a list, and you can even look at the list on paper or something, or have someone call it out to you. And then you just go heaven 6, heaven and earth, earth 6, open 6, umbrella 6, no cross 6, boom, boom, 8 count. All right, same thing on the side. You've got Icus, boom. 4 count, boom, reset. The other side, 4 count, boom, reset. You got 5 count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, what's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, that's heaven 6 with an oblique tick. And last of all, reverse heaven 6. Over the shoulder, under the arm, on the chest here. So if you did heaven 6, 1, 2, 3, do that in reverse. And as the name implies, that's reverse heaven 6. Over the shoulder. That was intended as a reverse heaven 6 is kind of a cure for heaven 6. So people don't just fall into that one pattern all the time, because that's what I noticed in my students years ago. All right, so there you go. That'll get you going. And great chance to work on your fundamentals, and we will see you next time.